Okay, you ready, go? Okay. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending HAR Scrum. I think we do have two or three. Oh no, we do have two guests here. First is Angie, and second is Sasha from community. So maybe if you don't really know me here, as I am the chair of today HR Scrum. I'm Andre, and maybe you guys, two of you guys, Angie and Sasha, you can introduce yourself and maybe let us know what your intention to join our HR Scrum today.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sasha. I'm from community chapter. Yeah, that's basically it. Today I'm going to do shadowing on the HAR Scrum.
Thank you, Sasha. Nice to meet you. I think we do have two Sasha for you now. Maybe now to Angie.
Hi everyone, good morning. Sorry for the video. I can't turn on right now because there are too many people behind me now. I'm Angie from the BI chapter. I'm actually doing the financial analyst position. Yeah, but I'm under the BI chapter and I'm gonna shadow for the HAR Scrum today.
Oh,
Semangat
you are.
Scrumnya.
Yeah, thank you for attending ya, Sasha and Angie ya. Anaknya Vidi ternyata. Okay then, we'll start the HCR Scrum today. First of all, let's go and jump into this inquiry optimization 1.0. This is the update supposedly from Nadine and wait, so like sorry guys.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to floor this to Nadine, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So, this is the update about the inquiry optimization, the reservation from the old platform. So, basically, on the uh, the the data that on the descriptions is the calculation for Airbnb, Instagram, and also the agent cells, the platforms that already collect the number of the inquiry. Besides that, we still figuring out how to collect the inquiry. So yeah, the last inquiry conversion rate was 16.8%, and then the last request conversion rate. So we haven't. I haven't collecting the data about the request conversion because I saw in the database it's actually it's kind of like a new, there is a new method to calculate it, so I haven't figured it out. And then the number of inquiry transaction is still 16, and then the newest inquiry conversion rate, this is improved, it's 16.50%. And then there is no news request conversion rate for this week. I haven't counted. And then let's see on the activities. This is the number, more details about the number. We divide it into each platform. So the Airbnb, it's kind of like a drop, but a little bit, but still in the SLA accomplishment. And then the Facebook, fortunately, we have one transactions happen. Thank you to Sasha for converting the tortoise one. Yeah. So we saw that this inquiry meets our supply, and also they have the same price range, so we can make it convert. Because this past week we already talked about the supply issue, right? But this one, the demand is meets the supply. And then for the Instagram and agent, there is no significant improvement for this week. The conversion is also low, besides the agent, especially for the Instagram. Yeah, there is no significant improvement on both campaign, but on both platform basically. And then I will delegate this campaign SLA to my mentee, which is Gray, starting this week, and we will do some discussion regarding the data collection and more understanding about this campaign with Gray as well. And I will also make the what is it? A tracker or something that can make me to can ease me to how to monitor this my mentee to running this campaign. That's pretty much about the what is it about this campaign. Please, if you have any questions or feedback. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Nadine, for the update. I think Jing has a comment here for VD, especially what is Andres missing last from his last update. Do you have any? Oh, Elsa, welcome. I just read your comment. VD, do you have anything that you want to say about Jing's comment here?
Sorry.
Yeah, if the update referred is the uh, comment that's on the activity, I think what's missing is, for example, like whether it's compliant or not, whether it's good or not, and the strategy to improve if it's not, if it's, for example, like if it's not SLA compliant, then what's the action and strategy to achieve it? What's the strategic decision for that? That's what's missing.
Oh, okay, noted, noted. So it is about the follow up of the things that happen on every update in this card,
Yep.
whether it is okay doing great
Yep.
or not, or what's the strategy next, like that.
Because the numbers itself can be written down in the description of the card itself, but on the activity there are no actionables or strategic decision that's described.
How do you think apa namanya we can improve this city this time?
For example, like if for this card, are there any supporting private cards? Like what are the privates for this card?
Maybe floor to Nadine as a
Yeah, I think there is the inquiry workshop, right?
Yes, Vidi.
Is it still going on?
For the inquiry workshop is already done basically, but right now I'm working on the reservation materials that actually
Ah,
should be supporting on the first time the reservation team onboarded. I mean,
mm-hmm.
but
That's
the
good.
training session is already done.
That's good. Just but there's no update like also regarding the what's the impact of the pivot on this card?
On because this actually for the onboarding materials onboarding materials that I have been working on lately, we haven't tested yet. Really, since we haven't got any new members come in to actually measure how is it whether this is efficient or not. So yeah, that's also my fiction as well. Maybe you have any suggestion?
Don't get stressed, Adil. Chill. No, but yeah, the only missing part is actually the strategic decision. If there are any pivots or cards that supporting this card, what's the impact on the inquiry conversion? Uh, the strategist doesn't have to always come from HR. For example, you can inquire the BI person in charge for this particular, like for each panel, like you can have discussion or something like that. But at least if you only write the activity, and then show the result to the team during the scrum, there will not be any insights, for example. That's the only feedback that I have for the reporting because it took like yeah, it took about like 10 minutes to describe this card itself, right? But maybe for the number itself, maybe people already people can look at the numbers themselves. We want to have a discussion about what can we do about this activity, about this campaign. Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Vidi. From Nadine, do you have any comments about Vidi's suggestion and comments?
Yeah, I would agree with Vidi basically. Yes, regarding this report for this week especially, yeah, I haven't think any strategical action for to do for this week, since yeah, I haven't figured out, so I will I just updating the number itself. See, but yeah, that's important. Thank you, Vidi.
Thank you, Nadine and Vidi. I think it's basically like a BI Scrum that we did, yeah, for the update. We see what happened, what the follow up from the last week, like that. And yeah, thank you for the updates and also the little discussion on HRE SLA 1.1. And now I'm moving to HAR ESLA campaign. The second is from guest engagement from Maria. I will floor this to Maria, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, and so good morning, everyone. And here's the update of the card. Actually, we achieved 5 stars for communication rate and 4.9 for check-in rate. And what is good or bad is we got one bad review in Pingin Ombak and more positive review than the negative one. And what we need to do is I will report this bad review to CSM and we need to still maintain the rate by using our hosting trips and tricks. I think that's pretty much it, my update. And you guys, do you have any question or need something to add about this card?
I have a question though, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
About we already know that host like having a host tips and tricks meeting like in the yeah maybe once in a week. Do you think we're going to make it like a maybe inquiry workshop or something and drag it down as a discussion and a paper, so we gonna have yeah like basically like inquiry workshop.
I don't think we need to make it like a regularly, but well, sometimes I think that's fine if you have any discussion. Like we can do it like more like sub discussion rather than make it regularly for once a
And
week like that.
yeah, and then how do you think we can maintain the rates of using those hosting tips and tricks, Maria? How can we maintain that?
Well, need more evaluation and monitorings by looking at the review, I guess. I haven't think about that actually. But if you have any idea, you could share it with me.
I think using hosting tips and tricks is requires like yeah, it's basically like using reservation tips and trick by what when we do it like in the inquiry workshop though, we did it like twice a week. But I mean in the past we do it like twice a week, and I think it's also good if we want to maintain these rates by doing like hosting. Well, let's say what maybe in the same word as hosting workshop like that, so we can maintain the same SLA, the same best practices, so we can still roll out the good one for the host, so the host can also inspire like the guests with the same like what with the same best practices and understanding from HR to the guests.
I see. Okay. Let
So
me.
that will be my suggestion for Maria. I'm sorry, I'm a bit liking a lot of people.
Yes, thank you, Andre, for the insight. Let me consider it about that.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Maria. Maybe I'll floor this to a small discussion. Maybe I'd like to ask maybe. Okay, Vidi, yes, sorry.
Yep, thank you, Andre. So that was very interesting. Yeah, just now, like, there was this discussion where Maria mentioned that to maintain the standards, there should be continuous monitoring and also like something like there must be continuous monitoring, right? But then at the first question, just now Maria said maybe like regular discussion is not required. Isn't it a bit contradictory? No, because I think in the second part you actually found the answer. How to maintain our quality is actually through continuous monitoring, and maybe like it doesn't have to be long, because most one of the issue that we faced before as HR is that too much meeting for HR is very not efficient. So maybe it could just be like a half an hour regular meeting, like at a in for example, like in companies, they have like half an hour or 15 minutes meeting at the beginning of the day or like at the end of the day, something like that. So just a short meeting, just to keep the standards and just to remind about the chapter mission or something like that. But At the second part, Maria, you got the answer correctly. So there must be a continuous monitoring of the quality of to maintain the standards.
I
Thank
see.
you. So
Okay,
don't
thank you.
be hesitant about that. I think you're a bit hesitant about the
Yeah,
solution
yeah,
that you try to give. Don't worry. I think we really appreciate ideas here. Thank you.
thank you, VD, for spotting that. I think, yeah, I think of that too. You know, by saying continuous monitoring, like by what we can do the continuous monitoring, right? Simply like that. And yeah, Maria, you can try to maintain that since like we're under like operational, maintain that, maybe not making that as another burden for the HR. So we feel like there's a lot of meeting in HR. So is Maria, from Maria, is there anything else that you'd like to report about this card?
That's all for me. Thanks for the
Okay.
insight.
Thank you, Maria, for the update. I will move to our Airbnb loyalty program 1.0. It's from Sasha. Please, Sasha, your update.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So for the update is our percentage increases for the rate goodbye message and postcard. So if you could scroll down to the bottom part, Andre. Yeah. So for the review rate conversion increases. We believe it's because the good engagement between the guest and the host, and also the correct timing from HR when leaving review, and also they reach out to the guest to kindly ask them to leave the review. And what is good or bad is that actually there's still some bug on the automated goodbye message. So just a friendly reminder to all the hosts that we still have to send the goodbye message manually. So make sure you customize the message and then apply it to make sure it is sent. And what we need to do is just we still need to leave the automated goodbye message as well as the guest review manually, and just to remember to leave the review on guest checkout date as well for all the HR team. I think that's it from my update. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Chair. Or is there an? Does anyone want to ask something?
Actually, I want to ask something though, even though you're not back to
Sure,
me.
sure. Yeah.
My question will be like, there's still some bug in automated goodbye review, so host must send it manually at the moment, right? So do you think it's the solution, or do we have another solution for this one, Sasha?
For the goodbye message gitu ya. I think I mean like so kan usually as you said that after we check out the guest on the guest journey, it will be sent automatically kan. But for now it is not. So the solution is actually just to send it manually, because I think it's still sent 2 days after the guest checkout anyway. So yeah, that's it from Missy Andre.
Okay, interesting. I would like to hear maybe from the others, Nadine, or maybe I'd like to ask Gray now. Gray, when we facing these issues, do you think we have another solution for fixing this?
Probably for me, I don't have anything to add right now, so I can't really think of any. Back to you, Andre.
Okay, I think Nadine is smiling. Is this knowing something? Nadine, do you know what's the solution for this issues happening for?
I agree with Sasha. We can do it manually first, but don't forget to bug report. Yeah. So the feature that already be made, we can make sure it works as it's supposed to be. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Nadine, for finally knowing the answer. Yeah, so don't forget to bug report, Sasha, for this system that maybe let's say it's supposed to work as A, but it's work like B, so it's not work and line, right? So we can report it and a bug report. So maybe PD team can repair it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I already reached out to VD and Chris as well, and there's still some bug. They say they're still working on it actually.
Okay, thank you. It's happy. Yeah, we have VD and VD. VD as a yes, VD, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, good thing I'm here also. Yeah, and PD and also in HR. Yeah, I will have it. I'll have Chris to fix that immediately. I think it has been under progress since last Saturday. Uh, the bug involved, I'm not sure. Airbnb system keeps changing, so that's one issue. But one thing actually, Sasha, I think in Airbnb there are profiles which has this feature, this kind of automated message feature when triggered by events. Is that true, Sasha?
Uh, do you mean like a reminder from the? I'm not sure. What do you mean, Vidi? Could you
So
explain that?
Airbnb has this new feature like automated message triggered by maybe like after guest book, there will be message.
After guest book, so it's like a
Like automated message, welcome message, goodbye
uh,
message, but it's from Airbnb.
oh,
So it's not that one.
I don't know. I didn't know about it yet.
I
But yeah,
see.
I'll check out. Or
Yeah,
you can tell that to us more.
yeah. Please check it out.
It's
Yeah.
been rolled out
Okay.
like 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, PD. Yeah,
Yes, I think it's been there since a month ago or 2 months ago.
yeah,
Mm.
2 months.
The only drawbacks is from the customization. It's not yet as complete as the one that's PD built, but I think that's also could also be an option. For example, I don't know, maybe just to scaffold the feature. But please check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Vidi, for that. Maybe Sasha, do you have anything else you would like to add about this?
No, that's it from me, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, don't turn off your mic because you have to to share another booking.com disengagement, please, Sasha. Okay.
Okay. So for the booking engagement, surprisingly, the review rate increases. We've got another two reviews from the guests, but actually, this is the thing with Booking.com. I'm still not sure because even though that even on the booking advocacy paper that we attach the screenshot of the welcome message and everything, right? The guests actually, it's most of them are happy, but we don't know why they don't leave a review to us even though after we reach out the guests. So that is one of my frictions actually for the review rate for Booking.com. So but we're still keep doing the what we already doing on like attaching this screenshot of welcome message, morning message, and goodbye message on the booking advocacy paper. Or maybe if anyone have any other ideas on how to improve this, please do share with us. Thank you.
I have something, but this is very, very, very generic and apa
Mhm.
namanya, very general and apa namanya, not really. Yeah, it's not specific, but what I can say, guess will rate reviewers when you really give some service that vary. I don't know whether if it's very bad or it's very good. When it's the service is a common, I think it's just like that, you know. Yeah, it's not triggered that much guests to leave a review. But when you apa namanya, maybe give a very good service or you give very bad service, yeah, they tend to leave a review because you're doing very bad. But when you're doing very good, they also tend to give a review. That's my general apa namanya insight from this sih. But maybe we can try to see whether we're doing whether we did the same hosting with the apa namanya with the Airbnb one or not, because what I believe is from the very first beginning is the engagement with guestbooking.com is really something.
Yeah,
That's
especially if the phone number is invalid, so we can't really contact them, and they don't reply on the booking.com chat as well. So that's the difficult part actually.
yep. So that's a little comment from me, Sasha. Maybe back to you for the team. For do you have anything that you'd like to add? Maybe Fidi. Fidi, you have any insight?
Thank you very much, Andre. Actually, I agree completely with Andre. I think one of the issues in Booking.com and any other platform, except I think direct booking, yeah, except direct booking, like in Traveloka, Booking.com, or Agoda. I think it's we focus if we can keep the standards to the standards of Airbnb, it will be really good. Because I think before this, even before this, the guests in Booking.com and Agoda, we don't really uh, deal with them. It's just like come and go. Uh, but if we can find ways, for example, like one of the issue is the regarding contact number, right? Um, yeah, if you try both, then maybe you can try to like ask the offline staff for their contact or something like that. That's also very possible. So yeah, still thinking about it, but I agree with what Andy mentioned.
Okay, thank you, Vidi, for that. Maybe last or Sasha or the other team, is there anything that you'd like to say or update about this?
From me, that's it. And thank you, Andre and Vidi, for the feedback.
Cool. Thank you, Sasha. I will continue to the other stack, which is from Pivot from our team. Maybe first from Nadine. Oh, no, no update. There's no update from everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll see Sasha. Sorry, Sasha again. Gray here. Gray, you have the Pivot or HR content checking region too. Do you
Uh,
have anything that you'd like
yeah,
to?
you can scroll down a bit down, Andre.
Okay, Gray.
Yeah, so I update 5 content, which is for Villa Arindra, the Kutu, Villa Tortoise, and Being an Ombak, and also Pondok Dahayu. And for the detail, you can check on Airbnb Content Doctor. I think that's all from
Okay,
me.
thank you.
Back to you,
What
Andre.
is your next? What is your next thing that you want to do about this, Ray, with your intended result and success indicator?
Mm, I probably will try to ask content to see if like the frequently asked question is still the same. So like and if the changes that made, does it really help or not? Because sometimes even though we change the content, some guests still don't really look at the description or even at the photo, so they still ask the same thing. So we can't do really anything about that because that's gay's behavior. And I think so, yeah, that's for me. But if you guys have any idea, you can tell it.
Okay, thank you, Gray, for that. I think that can be another sub discussion, yeah. And remember to avoid bystander effect, though. Like, yeah, so yeah, maybe for all, do you have any comments? And then we just wait for 5 seconds, and then like, and there's nothing pops up on the comment or discussion. Oh
I
yes,
believe
kalau video.
Fidi.
I'm actually a bit confused about this initiative, yeah. Airbnb content checking. This one, are there any agreements between HR and marketing team that this will be done by HR?
Yeah, I do a meeting with Kak Rizal actually about this, and he said to me that I can just do like weekly checking, or maybe I can just observe from the like from our group itself, what, because we sometimes have question from the guests that we ask to the group, like, oh, does everyone know about this? And I can just observe from that, and I will try to ask to the owner group actually to see the solution. Like for example, usually the question that is asked, like, is there still like construction going on, or what is the Wi-Fi speed, something like that. So I think that's usually what I add or check actually.
I wanna add.
Yes, I'm doing.
Um, this is like before we just jump to Ray. Most result been asking to me like, can HR help us to do this because we want to improve the apa namanya,
Content
yeah,
accuracy.
the content by what actually happening on the real condition, and we want to improve the condition is HR, right? Posts, handling reviews and such. So this is why it's here. I think
I
it's
see.
mostly.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
I think
Adin.
some another question is like,
Yeah, basically, this initiative is actually talking about that the HR is the one of the agent of the inquiry, right? Sometimes we also receive so many inquiries that haven't the information haven't listed in the listing. So we're actually suggesting the content to like we receive this kind of questions so too often. So maybe could you please provide this information? So basically, yeah, what HR doing is actually suggesting and also delivering what are the inquiry that uh, haven't been informed yet in the listing or in the PRM or something, and we ask the content team to complete it basically. So yeah, I think that's I suppose, yeah, Gray, you're not the one who working on the on editing in the listing, right?
Yeah, I only suggest to.
Yeah.
Only do contract actually.
Okay. Yes. Okay,
I think
that's
it can be
for me.
do a campaign. I don't know. Not sure yet. Maybe the VD. VD, I think you have another comments because you're smiling, thinking, and then something.
He's smiling too big indeed.
What? I know I'm always smiling. No spanang guys. We must always be happy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just a bit yeah. If it's about content request, then I guess it's okay. But I'm not sure, you guys. And so on and so forth. Maybe is it community, Andre? Is it
Yeah.
community tasked to maintain the accuracy of the amenities between the agreement as agreed between Bukit Vista and the partner. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my God, it's a bunch here there. I think it's both side VD. It can be from community. It can be from content. It's like no both three sides though. It can be community, HR, and also the last is from content. Like community will have the update from owners, but HR will have the update from the guest, the real condition. Maybe from the guest. Maybe if owners forgot to tell us one or two things, or maybe they don't really realize and understand the real condition things, like maybe happening on Labomi. Labomi are having some crack on the tiles, and the painting is not ready there or something. So the condition can become from HR or maybe community. If the community is if the community can gain the engagement between them and the partners about property updates, then it's will be good. But sometimes the condition can be from the HR as well. So that's it. Yeah, you guys are looking very small because there are a lot of people.
Andre, if I may.
Andre, oh, yes, please.
Andre, but not Andre. What is that? Vidi, I know you're confused about like kind of like the funnel, right? The ini mestinya kemana? Kalau ada kayak ini mestinya kemana? Dan who's actually belongs to do that, to do this, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I think. But in this kind of situations, yeah, if since we also always receiving many inquiries and we're kind of like cannot wait because the prospect will just go right, so we need to make it like faster. So this is one of the pivot to make it like faster sih COVID to save the conversion ya, Bapak BI.
Gak apa. Kita menebar tawa di sini. Tadi terlalu stres. Yeah, I agree. I think that's actually also okay lah. Maksudnya kayak in this kind of situation lah ya, to fact check with the partner directly. But one thing that's a bit missing ya, actually, I think community has a new PRM ya, Sasha ya, Sas. Uh, Kunaon
Yes,
jenengmu?
yes, it is.
Jennifer, Sasha, Julianto.
Sasha.
Sasha.
Sama kayak
Okay. Sasha, we have a new PRM ya, I think ya.
yes.
Okay.
It is
And
still
then, yep.
updating, so
Still
it is
updating.
still in progress.
Yep. The only missing thing is only like when we do content request. I think the most important part first is not the listing change, but the PRM first. But that will go to marketing team because PRM should be the single source of truth of the information regarding the property. Continue, Andre.
Wait, I'm just trying to share my HAR discussion, but it's error, and I only share the. It's
Udah kok ini. Wow.
okay. Thank you. Thank you, VD, Gray, Nadine, and everybody for the Sasha as well. Sasha community. How to call Sasha if Sasha and Sasha is here. Okay, sorry for intermezzo. So, okay, let's go jump into the discussion. I think we have already finished the Trello board and the pivots and campaign. Thank you for updating everyone. And we're going to jump to this discussion. I think the first discussion that we have is from Sasha, is how to document self check-in properties well. And maybe I would like to hear the introduce of this discussion from Sasha first.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So this is basically just the same like what is stated there, because sometimes I don't know whether that property is a self-check-in property or not. And the guest asked me like, how do we check in? And I was like panicking when they already arrive. Like, I don't know if it's a self-check-in, and sometimes we don't know what's the lockbox password. So I think it's best for us if we can like document the self-check-in properties. That's it, see, Andre. Back to you.
Where do you think we can document this, Sasha? Come on.
Probably like Trello.
Yes, which Trello? I mean, apa a new one, direct inquiry, finance.
Well, actually, can we do it on the newest PRM, or the PRM Trello?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to pop up, because we have one people from community, yeah, Sasha and Sasha.
So yeah.
Maybe I'd like to floor this into the discussion as well. Sasha is asking about how can we document self check-in well. Sasha, I would like to know the purpose first. No, actually, what is the apa namanya further purpose if you have this?
Basically, just so we know, see, because especially if there's new member coming and they don't know, like me before previously, and even now I'm still not aware for like self check-in property on region 1, because I don't really handle that region. So yeah, basically just so we know about it.
Okay, thank you, Sasa. I'll help you to floor this as discussion. I would like to ask maybe from Deborah, how do you think we can document the self check-in properties well? And maybe if we already document it well, how can we use it properly?
To be honest, I haven't experienced this one as well. So, but I think it's kind of a good thing to do. I'll agree if we're gonna post it on the new PRM one, because it's gonna help us when we actually send the guests a welcome message, and then we can share the pin location, and as well as if some of them is to self check-in. So I think documented in PRM is a good way. And then what was the second question, Andre?
No, I think that's my question.
The second question.
I forgot what is the second question. Sorry, Deborah. I forgot the second question though. Sorry. I'll hit you later if I remember.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, thank you, Deborah, for that. I don't appoint any secretary for this. Maybe Maria, Ibu Maria, would you like to help me with the secretary? Thank you, Maria. You're so kind. And I'd like to ask Gray. Gray, what do you think? Do you agree with Deborah, or you agree? Is that
I would actually say I actually think the new PRM is good. I don't think we should do another, what is it, like the column thingy, like another section. I think we can just add it on the title and say like it's self check-in or something, instead of we should open one by one and just scroll down, because sometimes when we scroll through the PRM itself, like the card, it only says lockbox password, but it doesn't say is it self check-in or Does it really need other people to be there? I think it would be the easiest if we just add it to the title, or maybe at the really above one and says it's self check-in and in bold and it's like underline or something.
Okur, that's great. It sounds very color, yeah. And I'd like to ask, maybe, thank you, great. Areta, do you agree with documenting by creating new, apa namanya, new section again, or creating by title, or what do you think we can do for document the, apa namanya, property itself?
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, everybody, believe.
So, yeah, sorry guys. For what I think is it's good for us to actually add the information on the PRM, so we can just like write it as like self check-in and the password of the Roxbox and everything right on the PRM itself, and I think it's really great for that. I'm deeper to agree too.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to ask, maybe Maria is writing, Nadine. Uh, I still haven't answered the question. Do you agree with the creating section or creating title, or what things maybe we can help to? If we put it on PRM, what things that maybe we can makes it easier?
Okay. If the concern about like if there is a new member and then they actually in charge for region 2 properties and then hosting, the first thing that they will see is the check-in list, right? Not monitoring the PRM. So when they see the check-in list, they should know like which property, which check-in that should do a self check-in. So probably the information should be on the check-in list, not the PRM, because kalau misalnya di PRM, you need to cocok-cocokin, oh check-in listnya mana, terus apa namanya, cari propertinya mana kayak gitu. But then this should be supported by the product development team as well. There is a kind of like information on the check-in list that Villa Kanha, Villa Bodas, Villa blah blah blah, and then maybe for the check-in, for the self check-in one should be marked as red or something. We can spot the difference on the check-in list, whether which one is actually have staffs on the villa, which one is actually need to do self check-in. So that way will be scalable, will be everyone knows gitu lah. Nanti setiap kali ngeliat check-in list mana yang self check-in, mana yang enggak. That's what I think the most efficient way at the moment, Mr. Chair.
Okay, the efficient way. How can we show which one is self check-in, right?
Yeah.
I think Nadine's idea is good, because I just thinking like, oh yeah, I think that's will make something easier, right? So we can just check, did they check in, oh this self check in, and such this property self check in. But regarding about documentation, I'd like to say that maybe the easiest one is not creating the stack. I mean, we have already stack of Canggu, Jimbaran, and such, but maybe to add also the labels. I would think the labels like this is self check in, so it create easier apa namanya, visibility to the teams, like if maybe apa namanya, we want to check and we're very alone and that day for hosting and everyone is busy or something, yeah, we can just track on Jimbaran stack. Oh, Jimbaran stack, we have this for self check-in, we have that for self check-in. So that's for the first documentation, as we know that PRM is the single source. That, yes, Ibu Nadine.
Yes, that's actually how to differ for the host apa namanya, scalably, apa sih, dengan scalable gitu ya, way more scalable kalau misalnya biar ngelihat whether ini self check-in atau enggak. Tapi ya information about the how to do self check-in-nya should be complete on the PRM. Or maybe PD wants to integrate it in the bigger tool, it's okay juga. So,
Do you want to punch you?
thank you. Ya, udah.
Okay, thank you for Nadine's and everybody's for the feedback and apa namanya, for the comments. Maybe I'd like to forward to Mr. CL, Bapak Vidi. Do you have any comments about this as well? Mampus lau.
Okay, thank you very much. I like this discussion because it goes beyond the HR operational. Thank you very much for the idea. I was waiting for someone to say bigger. Why? Because one of Bukit Vista most
Mm-hmm.
chronic illness, Bukit Vista has this disease that has been happening for like a long, long time. One of the most chronic one is forgetfulness. Bukit Vista is very forgetful. We have feature and then we forget that we have feature. We have a best practice, but then we forget that we have best practice, and then we kind of like have this impression that this best practice of our feature is actually a new thing, and we keep repeating that thing for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Nadine, maybe for the senior here, Andre, Nadine, understand what I mean. Yeah, Bukit Vista always forget this kind of stuff. For example, like lockbox. I think the information is already in guest.bukit Vista. Nadine, can you confirm?
Portal, you mean?
Yes, the guest portal. The lockbox number is already in guest portal, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and where is that information actually?
Sorry.
The self check-in information basically, but that's
Yeah.
actually for the guest, for the guest side.
Do you know where we? How can we get that information from the guest check-in?
Bigger in guest portal.
Actually, it's from Airbnb.
Oh yeah, yeah, from
Yes, from
Airbnb.
Airbnb. So actually, Airbnb also has this feature of providing the information regarding the lockbox number. Yeah, kan? We can actually update it
Yeah.
there. From Beaker, we can actually take the data from there too. So yeah, I completely agree. Basically, just tell product development you need the information regarding the lockbox number, and then maybe to community, just just make sure where do we want to collect all this information. Is it in the new PRM? Is it in Airbnb? Where? So maybe to Sasha ya, uh, apa nyuwun ngapunten, please help to go back to community and ask like what is and also very important, yeah, just now HR discussed about what can be optimized from the PRM itself, but please confirm to community chapter who have the access to alter things in the new PRM. Maybe if community wants to have full control of the PRM, no one can change it. That's also possible. We can just advise or we can give suggestion. But maybe community has special plans for the particular PRM. Yeah. But overall, I like this discussion. Thank you very much. Just yeah, for the UX, just leave it to product development or to community if you want. Just say that you need this information.
Okay, Vidi, I'd like to add that you have that question right for I forgot what is your question. About who's actually apa namanya, who wants to handle the PRM. I think I already said with the HR team as well. Maybe if community want to make some demo to us or such, I'm waiting for that actually because that's new, right? That's new things. Maybe they want to make a demo. Maybe this is heads up for Jennifer. How's it called? Yeah, Jennifer. Jennifer Sasa, if maybe they, maybe HR would like very happy to have a short introduce from you though about the newest PRM. Second one is VDs and then Airbnb, uh, bigger and such is the way we want to use this self check-in, right? But I think the first one to focusing on how can we document the self check-in itself. And what I see right now is the single source that we have. No, the single source. I mean, we have bigger, we have PRM as well. We can like put it there actually, whether on the bigger or whether on the Trello board. I think Trello board could be the first shortcut to how we can document that. But maybe if PD, because PD will take time, right? PD's update or PD's project on documenting the on-site visit itself will take time. But the focusing on the documenting, I would say it's Trello first for this though. How do you think, PDs? I mean in the bigger, right? It's okay if we will have a single source on that, but we do have PRM is updated now, so that can be updated there as well.
I agree. I agree. From Trello, actually, PD can take the data and then put it on Beaker. So
Still
in
on
a
the
sense,
bigger.
yeah, it's but
And
I mean like focus on Trello first while PD as a scaffold. PD can always do like magic, so it's okay. You put anywhere, PD can do.
Be superstitious.
Oke, oh my god, amazing Andre.
Sorry.
Indonesia mencari jakat. Apa? Indonesia mencari jakat aja, mencari bakat.
Sensitivity. Okay, thank you for everybody's for the great comments. So the shortcut, I would think this is on the Trello, but whether if the end goal is on the bigger or any, maybe we want to use a new CRM. I don't know. Maybe back to the one who brought this discussion, Sasha. Do you have anything you'd like to add or comments about this?
No. I would agree with all of you. And as well, like putting labels, a self-check-in label on the PRM probably. But yeah, I think that already answered my question. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Sasha. And the top discussion we have Depura handover system. Maybe this is a small introduce or yeah, maybe just a small heads up for all the team from Depura. So I would like to floor this, like to Depura to explain this more, please.
Yes, so basically nothing much. Just actually, I didn't put it there, so I don't know who. So I think it's gonna be Andrea. Okay, so
Yeah, I did. So just the team
yeah,
awareness.
my offboarding gonna be officially commence soon in the 1st of March 2020. So I think I have put some names for the handover after discussing with Andre. So please just heads up for you guys to see and check. And then I also will have the one discussion with Shasha HAR today, and then I also will invite Andre to supervise me for the handover. Thanks, pretty much it, Andre. Back to you. I think is he lagging on you guys?
Oh, sorry.
Ya, Andre nge-freeze ya.
Sorry.
No, please, Pak.
Oh,
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
ya.
Yeah.
Bisa Andre.
My name is also recorder. Stupid. I suppose that says. Okay. That's just a heads up about Deborah's handover system and ending about her internship as well. Thank you, apa namanya, for that, Deborah. And I think we have already finished the discussion today. We have already discussed about Trello and also discussed about apa namanya discussion as well. So maybe I'd like to jump into feedback for apa namanya from the other of the team. We still have like 5 minutes, maybe fast feedback from Ray. What's your feedback for me about this discussion today?
I actually don't have any feedback. I think you're already good, and you kind of floor discussion to everyone, and also you add up if there's anything, and like you kind of see it thorough and analyze it. So I think that's already good. Well, probably the one that can be fixed is your internet, probably.
Sorry.
Oh my god, great banter. You want me to stop the recording first or not? Aku naon kumaha eta.